Yeah.
Is there anything else that you do besides hosting the show Aquí Entre Nosotros?
Pues no, other than my plumbing business, but my priority is really is my home. A lot of people are like, "Hey, man, you must know a lot of people, this and that." They look at me, people that don't know me, and they think I'm always out, in the clubs or doing that downtown thing. But not really. I mean, really, I tell people, I mean, it would be it would be me with kind of like a boring life. I'm kind of like most of the time, kind of like a hermit, just here at home and either just spend time with the kids every chance I get. And I have my
That's
beers
me right
here,
there.
go to the studio, drink there with my dad, but that's about it.
Today we have a special guest, Mr. Julian Valdez from Aquí Entre Nosotros. Welcome, Julian.
Gracias. Thanks, guys, for having me over. It's a real pleasure. Danny, haven't seen you in a while, so
Yeah,
it's an honor, man, seeing you again, talking to you guys.
yeah,
Thank you.
it's
Thank
pretty
you for
good.
being here.
Mr. Julian, what inspired you to make this TV show from where you started to where it is right now?
Well, basically, the inspiration really, I don't consider myself to have much talent. I do participate here and there on some of the productions here in the Valley, but I really don't consider myself a talented that much. But the thing is, I grew up with a music industry. Well, how it used to be back in the days. The pachangas, get-togethers at home, and watching my dad and my cousins, my uncles. Get together and play at our at our fiestas. So growing up in that environment, I guess that's where I caught the what do you say, that the idea, of supporting all those people that just really need that that esa puchadita, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah.
To get out there.
Yeah.
And well, thanks to the guys that helped me started out at first. I had this idea in mind for a long time. Then the doors opened up there at the TV station, and I'm like, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's jump into it. And you know, um, I never thought I would be the one hosting it though. I had somebody in mind, and they kept canceling. Like, I can't make it. I can't make it. So the TV station is like, hey man, when are you gonna start throwing us your episodes? The contract's running, this and that. So I just started doing it myself. 3 years later, I mean, here I am.
And you do such a
Sounds
good
good.
job at it too.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks.
Can you, if you don't mind me asking, just to put you on, just to kind of put you on the spot, would you be able to mention who that person was?
Hey.
Who you had in mind? No, I'm just curious, just to kind of know who was
No,
going to be
no,
the.
actually, yes. His name is Manuel Paulin, and he was in between some projects during that time. So I understand, and I mean, he still went out there before COVID. He would still go out there on and off, and he would kind of tip me off because I mean, he's a well experienced actor in Mexico and here, and and he contributed a lot. He helped me out a lot, gave me a lot of tips on how to speak, and even though at first we would kind of like have a script and write everything down, but my memory would I would just like go blank. So I just started doing it, just playing it by ear, como quien dice.
If
Yeah.
anybody knows about scripts, it's this guy over here.
Hey,
Hey.
Daniel.
But Julian, so man, your show has been very successful. It's been super successful for quite some, some years. How is it, like what do you think that is the recipe for that? To keep it, keep people interested and invested. You've done such a great job, but what is your secret to making it work?
Well, really, I mean, now you guys know, I mean, if you're gonna catch somebody's attention through entertainment, you gotta, give them what's there in the market. And my viewers usually are kind of, it's a Sunday morning show, so my viewers are, older folks, folks that are kind of more, I don't know, I guess into this kind of music, It's like I tell everybody, like, I mean, it's Sunday morning show. I mean, I'm not gonna have young people really watching it. I mean, they're either hungover or still partying, and so that's I think, and I kind of cater to that kind of, because I mean, a lot of my guests they call me like Sunday afternoons. Hey man, I didn't see the show, because we were playing or stuff like that. So it's kind of funny how that works. But my ratings are pretty good. And I see people at the store, gas station, HEB, whatever, and they're like, "Hey man, you're doing a good job. Me gusta tu programa," and this and that. I'm like, "Oh wow, you watch it? Oh, sí, te estoy siguiendo," and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's
That's
great.
pretty good. I know you've done this for quite a while, like almost going on 3 years on it. How would you say that experience for you has happened throughout
Oh
the
man,
years?
I've met all sorts of people throughout these years. I'd say we have close to 90 episodes. Last year,
Wow.
kind of hit us kind of hard, on and off during the pandemic in 2020. So I would have more episodes available, but that we had to like take breaks. Like we would record 2 weeks and 2 weeks off, stuff like that. Pero overall, those 90, 100 episodes, I don't know, man. A lot of guests. I mean, you've been there with us, Daniel, a few times, and I mean, I've met all sorts of people, and it's not only the local talent. I do provide that community segment where I've had some doctors come over and talk about diabetes. I've had people that are in office come and remind us about about current affairs, about our taxes and stuff like that. So it's been all sorts of it's been a big ride, man. I mean, actors, producers, filmmakers, musicians, de todo, de todo.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And where else where can we catch your show, Julian?
Okay, so
if you want to put that out there, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Sunday mornings at 11. It airs on our local CW, either channel 21.1, or if you have cable or any other, as long as it's our local CW. So it's airing on all 956, and 1 year into Laredo. And Laredo's doing pretty good. It airs Saturdays at 10:30 on Telemundo, and Sundays at 10 también in CW over there. So in Laredo, it's a big antenna. So I think it goes like 7,500 miles into Mexico, and then north, east, west, all over. So yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, I've been having recently some folks coming over from the Laredo area and from the Tejano industry. So they're watching it. I got a lot of support out there. So saludos a todos allá en la área. So
that's terrific.
I've been let's say it airs at 11 here on the CW. So what I do, like maybe like at 12 or 1 in the afternoon, I just go ahead and put the episode on YouTube on my page, Aqui Entre Nosotros. So that way people that miss out on it, they could always go to the YouTube channel and just check out the episodes there.
So that's another way we can check out your show. And
yes,
that's awesome.
And it's something I'm very like on this technical stuff. I'm gonna say I'm really literate. My boy's the one that helps me out. So he's the one. Hey Dad, I fixed up your YouTube page and you could start seeing. I'm like, really, man? How'd you do that? And he's like, oh, he's 15. Like, it's complicated. But yeah, he helps me out a lot.
There you go.
That's good that you have that support though.
Oh yeah, no, I've been blessed throughout these years. It's a nonprofit show. I don't have any sponsors or anything, and sometimes it's difficult because I gotta maintain the studio, and and every once in a while, some equipment goes out and I gotta replace it and stuff like that. But what helps me out a lot is the people that go and do the camera work, sound, pickup, move stuff around, or they all volunteer because they like what I'm doing. So they all volunteer, so that kind of is what helps me out a lot. And we're expanding our studio. We're making it bigger. So hopefully, it used to be just a barn there at my place. Daniel's been there a lot of times.
Yeah.
And but we fixed it up over the years, and we're trying our best to cater to our audience.
Perfect. That's great.
That's pretty good.
I wanted to mention something because not everybody knows this, but I appreciate you inviting me to go to your studio, because if I wasn't, I know Daniel probably would have been there, but I'm still a little bit weary about like COVID and all that. I think it's gonna, it seems like everything's getting better, but I appreciate you inviting us to go interview you at your, in your studio, like, where you basically do your show. I would have loved it. I would have loved it. And I just wanted to tell you thank you for that, because that
No,
would have been amazing. And hopefully one day we can do that.
no, definitely. I'm thinking maybe down, hopefully later this year when things, kind of get back to normal, I guess. But yeah, definitely we should do something together. I'm thinking, it's you, Daniel, Alex, everybody trying to do that to cater to our local talent and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe something big. I'm thinking like maybe all together, getting all together and doing something maybe at Cine El Rey or something, and have like a whole big event for the public, and have just a whole bunch of different kind of guests. And I'm just brainstorming, but that would be something awesome.
Yeah.
That would be great. I think we definitely should work on something together. I think that would be great. Especially there. I know you. I'm sure you know Bert, right?
Yes. As a matter of fact, that's where I met you. You were having some awards, I think, and Manelli was there and her parents, and I took some friends of mine, Steve Mendoza, and Manuel Palin was there as well.
I remember
and we met you there and everything. So I'm familiar with Cine El Rey. They're very good people. Sometimes I've been out there in the past, checking out the comedy shows and stuff like that.
I love it there. I used to have an event there every month before COVID. Where are you from exactly?
Well, I was born in Houston. Houston. Okay. Back in the days, my dad, we used to do a lot of farming, for the big ranches out in the Refugio area, Corpus Christi and all that. And, so they decided to move back then they would call it, they moved to the city, which was Houston. So my dad started doing plumbing over there. So that's where I was born. We moved to the Valley, I think it was in 82 or 83 when we had that big freeze. I don't know if y'all recall, but that's when we moved down to the Valley. And West Laco, that's where I grew up. Eventually I started doing my own thing, college, and we moved here to Mercedes. This is where my wife is from Mercedes. So I'm like, my plumbing really doesn't matter where I would live. At that time, I would be working in Edinburgh, McAllen, all over, so it really wouldn't matter where I live. So my wife, I want to be close to my parents, and so I know how that goes. So so let's go ahead. So I've been here in Mercedes now for 10, 11 years, something like that.
Wow. Okay.
That's pretty good. What's the name of your company?
Valdez Plumbing. Years ago, I would get apartments, new residential homes, some commercial buildings. I even ended up getting like 3 or 4 schools, and we were doing pretty good. But throughout the years, I guess people move on, and my company just took a big fall. And then the pandemic came, and people just didn't want to come out and work. I would post it all the time. I need plumber helpers needed, stuff like that. But people just didn't want to work, man. And then I got ill, so it kind of like just fell on me. It's kind of hard, having one kind of lifestyle, and then the transition of getting used to another lifestyle is kind of hard, especially with diets and everything. When I got sick, but I kind of. I'm all right. I'm doing all right. I guess now the TV show, I guess that's my way of life now. It's I go to bed thinking about what I'm gonna do. I wake up thinking what I'm gonna do about the show. Plumbing really is kind of, I guess I'm just letting it be what it is. What it is. If the economy, it's gonna keep us hitting us hard. Well, too bad. What am I gonna do about it? So I'm kind of just living with what we got. Un día a la vez, como quien dice. And it's tough, man. Our gasoline prices are soaring, especially in the plumbing business. Especially in the plumbing business, materials are. They're hard to find, and 3 times the cost. Clients don't want to pay. It's hard.
I heard that it was gonna go up to $5 by the end of this month. I don't know.
I'm saying by the end of next week, man. Keep looking.
Right.
I had some friends that went out to they had a concert in California this past weekend, and the guy would text me all the time, "Hey man, the freaking gas prices over here, 6 something," stuff like that. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I saw a picture where it was like $7.50, I think, a gallon over there, and all this, like,
Wow. you know, if we would get some if we get our federal taxes and state taxes waived at the gas pump, I think we would be saving maybe close to $1. So I think that would help. I hope you know the government steps up and does something for us, at least in that way for now.
That would be good. That would definitely help out a lot of people because it is getting hard. And you know, besides that, there's other stuff they have to worry about on top of that, you know, with what COVID has, you know, created for everybody. Just it's made everything so much harder for everybody. And you mentioned that you were like, did you catch COVID, or because I know you said you were like a little bit sick? Was it COVID or was it something
Oh
else?
no. Actually, I had my diabetes was really out of control,
Oh,
and
okay.
I used to be I weigh now I think like 220 some 230 pounds. I used to weigh
Wow.
330 pounds. So my diabetes kind of got out of control. So I got a neuropathy. It affected my nerves, and it started
Oh
off
man.
with one of my feet. Then eventually spread it to my other foot. Now I have it like all over my legs, my thighs. My torso is these past months is spread it to my hands, and it's a nerve damage. It's kind of it's just permanent. I can't reverse it. The only I can do with is just cope with it, you know, depend on medications. And yeah, so you know, it's like I mentioned, you know, the transition of one lifestyle to another, it's kind of hard. You know, I used to eat a double meat Whataburger, man, fries with water and
Hey.
a side of onion rings, you know, and later throughout the night get something else. And now, you know, I got so used to eating less that I'll probably eat a junior burger, and sometimes I take off the top bun and just taste the fries. So I kind of, it took me a while to get into where I'm right now, pero it's diet's everything. I mean, exercise helps, yes, but I think the key is diet, eating healthy, which I don't eat fruits or salads, man. The only salad I have is inside my water, pero yeah, it's the transition
Nice.
is kind of hard. Pero you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I just last month I turned 44, man, so I'm not getting any younger.
Hey.
I hear you, man. I'll be turning 40 in October.
Oh wow, yeah.
So yeah, so
Um,
that's coming up. And
um,
Daniel, well,
hey,
he's just a
no,
young buck.
I'm gonna be 37. So,
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow, man.
No,
Wow,
no.
that's good.
I mean, tú, Daniel, I mean, you're pretty good, man, on your disciplines. I mean, I've seen you being fit, and all of a sudden, you know, you get big again and back. So for me, that's hard,
yeah,
man.
yeah, no, I mean, me too. I mean, I love to eat at night.
You
It's
know,
just
and another
something
thing
that
that kind of
it tastes
got
better at night than in the morning. You know.
I haven't had any breakfast today, so I heard I'm not really a big on breakfast. Pero I think another thing that affected me was you know, going back to my lifestyle, you know, the nightlife, man. I mean, when you know, when I was doing good in plumbing, it would be like after work, I would like, hey, let's hit Chili's, let's hit Applebee's, let's do this, let's do that, and that was like 3 4 times out of the week, and it was damn, man, if I need to catch this up.
Hey,
Yeah. Wait, which one do you choose, by the way? Do you choose Chili's or Applebee's? Just
I
because
like
I know
Chili's.
Chili's.
I choose Chili's as well. I choose
Yeah,
Chili's as
Chili's.
well. No, because I know you're either a person that likes chili. Well, I guess you can like both as well. But I have some friends who either like Applebee's or just Chili's. Not they don't like both. It's kind of like you like the Cowboys, you don't like the Texans, or you like the Texans, you don't like the Cowboys.
Right?
I mean,
No, well, I
seriously,
mean,
I have some friends like that.
I like Applebee's too, but it's mostly when you're 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night when the beers are
With the
like happy
beers.
hour.
That might be the main reason why people like Applebee's as well.
Yeah, it's
Um,
open till 2 o'clock. So
yeah.
¿Verdad?
And
Yeah, no, I haven't been out you know, to any places like I mean for a long time, man. I mean, like I said, the pandemic, you know, kind of so I guess not nowadays, like I said, you know, maybe I might be boring to a lot of people, but I just rather just sit back here at home, sip on some beers and just watch a movie and fool around on Facebook and stuff like that. Pero yeah, you know, I guess I'm past that uh, phase in my life where you know I done this, done that, you know, been there and done, you know, all that stuff. So I guess that's where I'm at right now.
I don't think that's boring, by the way, at all, because I guess unless I'm boring as well, because I mean, and my wife knows. My wife knows. She's more of the kind that, like, and I like to travel. I like to be at my house. Like, I work. I like to enjoy being at the house, and yes, watching a movie, because I love movies in general. I put on one of my favorite movies, or I'm going to check out a movie I've been anticipating to watch, and I'm just glued to the screen, and I love it. I just love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I don't think it's boring. I don't.
Well, yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
It's just the other day, man. I think what was it, Sunday? I think woke up, sat down, and just started watching all Star Wars movies, like from
Oh,
episode 1
sweet.
to I think 4 or 5. I got that day, and like,
Wow.
yeah, and my boy just
Nice.
walks out of his room and he sees me and he goes back into his room. It's like,
So he doesn't like it. He doesn't like Star Wars.
no, he likes it. He likes it, but he's got his thing going on, that those video game things,
Oh.
and he's doing that with
Okay.
his stuff. So.
Got you.
Julian, talk to us about your career. I know that me and you have worked in a couple of films and stuff like that. Is that something that you wanted to do when you were a kid, or something that just fell into your lap and say, you know what, I'm gonna run with this,
Well, yes and no, because growing up in a barrio and stuff like that, it's childhood dreams. I would only like think about it every once in a while. Oh, like I would like to be somebody famous or something like that, ¿verdad? Pero I never thought the opportunity would pop up. And pues like a lot of people, I started participating as an extra, and then like you do one little extra scene as an extra, and then like I want to do another one. So you kind of start meeting all these people, and eventually I started taking a little serious. And I really haven't studied acting, but every time there's an opportunity, I do take one of those local acting shops that get offered. So yeah, what really inspired me a lot. I'm a big fan of Joaquin Cosio. Joaquin Cosio is that actor from Mexico that played Cochiloco. And he ended up playing, I think, in one of those 007 movies, and he comes on the Suicide Squad on the second one. And
Oh, wow.
so the guy, he's famous. So like 10 years ago, when that movie came out with Cochiloco, I was like, oh man, that guy's a really great actor. I met him in person. I interviewed him on the show and stuff. And it's like, you know what, man, dreams do come true. I mean, you keep at it, and eventually it'll pay off. And that's what I try to tell a lot of my guests, especially the young kids that go out there that want to be musicians or actors. And I tell them, hey man, don't give up, and that's what the Aqui Entre Nosotros is about. It's trying to encourage, because it's very downhearted when parents don't support a talented kid. Either they want to be in band, they want to play football, they want to just do drama there at the school. And so that's where what I try to do, with the youth. And I'm very proud of a lot of the young kids that have been out there, Maneli, Ava, Garza, and all those kids, that they're grinding it, and they don't stop. I mean, and I wish I had that discipline, but unfortunately, I don't. But they're very fortunate to have all that support. And pero yeah, I mean, I wish, thinking back, if I would have opportunities as a kid, I think I would have been somewhere else right now.
So can you tell us also, Julian, about any memorable guests that you've had on the show throughout the history of your show that stand out?
Like I said, 98% of the folks that come over, they all mean something to me, because first of all, I appreciate them trusting to going on to my program, and that means a lot to me, but yes, like I mentioned a while, that actor Joaquin Cosio, that was like for me, it was a big experience. But big names like that, but what really impresses me are the kids again. I mean, they have some talent, man. They get chihuahuas. I wish I could do more for them. Pero yeah, I guess in general, everybody's kind of got their own talent in their own kind of way, you know, it would be kind of awkward, or I don't know, if everybody had the same talent, you know.
Oh,
What I'm saying?
absolutely. Yeah. And is there any future guests that you got that you're excited to have on your show, you know, and then the next coming episodes that you want to mention?
Well, no, like I mentioned, I'm talking to some band members from the Laredo area, Corpus Christi area. So I'm looking forward to that, because basically, really, my show started off with really norteño, the Tejano industry, conjunto industry didn't really want to have much to do with me because of the norteño genre. Pero for some reason, nowadays, I'm getting a lot of support from that industry, from the Tejano industry and the conjunto industry. So one of my plans are I want to go actually to the Corpus Christi area. Hopefully they'll you know, start airing my show over there. And I wanna kind of expand. You know, I think it's time. I'm seeing the support. Doors are opening. Pero yeah, I'm really looking forward to you know, you meet. I mean, you guys know. I mean, when you're in this business, you meet sorts of people from all walks of life, and nobody's the same. Pero I'm looking forward to keep at it, man.
Tell us for the audience, where can if they want more information, where can they look you up um, as far as social media?
Well, you know, I have my cell phone, 956-650-6585. If I don't answer, it's because we're probably working or recording or something. But you know, they're always welcome to give me a call, you know, or a text, and I'll reach back to them.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And, you know, I'll do whatever I can. I know I've seen also, I guess on Facebook, they'd be able to message you on Facebook, right? As well.
Yes.
Page,
Facebook, you can find me as Valdez Velasco, or, you know, I'm there as Valdez Velasco, or I also have a Aqui Entre Nosotros page. I hardly don't use it. Like I told you, I'm really like, Facebook, basically. Yeah. Messenger, it's an easy way to catch me. You know, funny thing, I get messages like every other day, like people from strangers, some of them from Mexico. Hey, me gusta tu programa, and this and that. I'm like, okay, wow, stuff like that. So yeah, it's you know, it's kind of, I'm not used to this lifestyle. I'm getting used to it, and I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Good, man. I think
But I mean, it's something extraordinary, you know, for me. You know, again, I don't want to make it sound like me, I, aquí entre nosotros, pero guys, anyone watching, I mean, put your mind to it, and get the right support, and don't deviate from your goals, and eventually you'll get there.
Awesome. Wow, man, you basically answered our usually the last question is the last thing is like, do you have any words of encouragement or anything you'd like to, any advice? And that was perfectly said. So, man, we wish you continued success, Julian, for your show and for yourself, your family. Man, you definitely have our support. I also have some people for you. I don't know if you'd be interested. I mean, we just interviewed somebody last week who I think would be awesome on your show. I mean, especially because she speaks like really good Spanish.
No, I mean, it's everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. I mean, I'll be more than happy, you know, to have them over, and we'll talk about their platforms and stuff like that. I mean,
do you mind if Awesome. Do you mind if I give her like your information, and maybe she can message you? It's like a modeling agency.
Definitely. Yeah. No
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, she does that passion. What is it?
Like fashion shows.
La Frontera, something model. I think it's modeling show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
La Frontera or something like that. I think it's called.
No, definitely. Like I said, you know, my show. I mean, it's for everybody. Everybody that has to do with anything in the talent industry. So definitely they're welcome.
Awesome. All right, awesome, man. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for taking time.
Thank you, Julian.
Gracias, guys. And I never forget the people that trusted me when I started. You know, when I started, it's like, I'm gonna try it for 3 months. It went to 6 months and so on. You know, so here we are today. But I never forget the people that helped me out. You know, not knowing where the show was gonna go. And one of them is supposed to Daniel. You know, I appreciate him going over. Max from El Valle Films. All those were my first guests. You know, they just supported me. You know, they don't know. Nobody knew where the show was gonna go. Pero gracias a todos ellos los que me ayudaron a empezar.